Hi. Hi, everybody. Maddie will be here shortly and we're going to do readings. So, welcome to the show. I hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day yesterday. Um, I didn't do anything though, but it was in my heart too. So, I did take an ancestry test and it said I'm 10% Irish. That was a surprise and it made me feel really good. I was really excited about that. So we're going to let people come in here. I'm going to be doing tarot and 3 month and question or general. Hi, everybody. Everybody's coming in. So I'm just waiting for Maddie. He's going to pop in and then get ready, and then he'll bring himself into the show. How's everybody? Do you guys do anything for St. Patrick's Day? Anything? I'm just like always typing and writing constantly, but I love it. Great. Put your questions in and Maddie will be here pretty soon. So what did you guys do for the weekend? Chat with me for a bit. Mystery Monday today, which is going to be fun. I've got hot coffee. It's not that hot. I wish it was hotter because it's going to end up being cold coffee. So shopping. Oh, I love shopping. I haven't shopped for quite a while. Yeah, I haven't really. It's always online, I got really into this delivery stuff during the pandemic. Now I'm loving grocery delivery. Does anybody else do that? Oh my gosh. I get the wrong things or expired things constantly, but I don't have to go to the grocery store, so I love it. Oh, you went to Nia went to a community conference. That's neat. Yeah, Jasmine, I just love online. I am addicted. I really am. I love those packages coming in during the day. Um, you added pumpkin spice to your coffee. Look it's fall all year for me. The one thing maybe you guys don't know is I decorate for the fall. And I absolutely have this thing about autumn. And so it's year round. It really is. Maybe I'll do something token thing for the summer. Okay, let's just like throw a beach towel over there. But I do have my leaves and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't care. I have Christmas stuff up. I have a big nutcracker on top of my grandmother clock. When you first go in, there's that tall clock. And he's lit all year round. you know, I really don't care. I have my big animatronic witches out that way. I don't have the batteries in her though. I will put it in later. But I just love. I don't know about you guys. I know people that have Christmas trees up all year round, and maybe they'll have 7 in their house, and then they'll pare it down to 2 or 3 during the rest of the year. But I don't do that. But I do. I have whatever I want around. I don't care. I don't care if anybody were to come in and say, "Well, that's a little eccentric." Oh, yay! That's what I'm going for. Hi, Erica. Um, oh, I hear somebody in.
Hey guys.
We've been chatting. I was just saying hi to Erica. And Erica, go ahead and put where you do readings on Facebook. Go ahead and put that in as a post so people can see that. We're always promoting talented people in the metaphysical things, and that'd be great. Atlas readings by Erica. There you go. So if you guys are looking to go watch her or to get a reading, she's good. She's very good. Hey, Matty Tarot, how are you?
Hey, I'm lovely. How are you?
I'm good. Things don't change with me. It's always writing. I finished another book. Of course I did. I'm waiting for the proof. And I'm writing 2 more, so it's just kind of the same thing. Nia says my Christmas tree is still up and I have lights on my porch still. Yes. We could be neighbors and best friends.
You know what? I know somebody who literally their Christmas tree stays up all year round because it's just like, why not?
I mean, you just blink and you go, "What do you mean it's Thanksgiving again? Wait a minute. I swear it was only 2 months ago." But, then it's already up. I guess if I, had a place for it, I wouldn't
Right.
mind it as long as it didn't get dusty. I don't wanna clean it. I really don't.
Yeah, they're hard
Let's
to. They're a little difficult to tear. Especially, I know the fake ones make it easier, but it's still a lot of work to get it up and tear it down. Oh my gosh.
It is. It is. I kind of, I don't know, I kind of slowed down on that. The kids are grown and all that stuff. And I thought I would give my youngest all his Christmas decorations, the ornaments that he made. I was thinking, oh, I should probably give them to him. Though I'm a little stingy that way, but I was thinking maybe I should. Yeah, I know. He's got his own home and they're getting married in October. So maybe they need their
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Well, congratulations to them.
Hi, Tori. Just go ahead and write your question, or do you want a general reading? Just let us know. Now, I'm out of sync. I'm going to go out and I'll be coming back in. Okay, I can see that it's not right. I'll be back.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Mystery Monday. Please enter your questions. You must be 18 or older to get a reading. These are free readings at the end of the day, but we do accept donations. If you would like, the pay links are below. And also follow us, both Debbie and I. So Debbie is YouTube. It's www.youtube.com/@psychicfixes. And I am youtube.com/@Matty Tarot.
Okay, let me check my audio. Do you see me okay? And do you
Yes.
hear me all right?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, it's so interesting. I'm on the other side.
You are, because now you're the leader. You are the leader.
I love it. Look at these, Debbie.
Oh, and it's cradle something. They cradle something?
Yeah. Isn't that
Aren't
cute?
those neat? They are. Do you have little bowls or something?
No, I just have these little stands, but we'll find some. I have the abalone shell.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good size.
Cute, right?
I need one. I took them for granted as a child because my grandmother had them all over her yard, So
She had them all over her yard?
She had them everywhere. She had like a tuna boat, where they go out catch tuna, and they were at the beach all the time. I have pictures of my mother and father when they were teenagers fishing at La Jolla. So they were always at the beach, always around the water.
Well, that's a precious memory to have.
It's good, but I think my sister has the picture. I don't have the picture.
Oh.
Done. I don't know where that stuff is. I go, oh, it's in my memory. It's in my memory. Hi, Kelsey. Okay, you guys, you're writing your stuff in because we're going to start pretty soon.
Yes, yes, yes.
What are you going to be using today, Matty?
Today, I have the dice. I have tarot. And I have my pendulum. And I was thinking I might pull out the charms. We'll see.
Those are my favorite. I love those. Well, I still look out of sync, but I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to let it be weird. I'll look at you all the time.
Yeah, your voice is
not
there, but your video is a little slow.
Okay. I'm going to go all the way out this time, and I will be back.
All right, guys. So please put Matty, is that driftwood? I believe so, actually, Renee. I believe it is. My husband actually got it, so I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. Let's see. All right, you guys. So enter your questions. Let's see. Anybody wants a reading?
I'm back.
Hey. Happy to have you.
Thank you. Otherwise, you could do everybody.
Yeah, now you're blurry, Debbie. Oh, there we go.
I don't know why.
I can see.
My mouth is talking at this right time, so I'm all right now. I'm good. I'm good, everybody. Okay, I'm going to do Kelsey Jade. So let me get this down. Okay, I'm gonna connect to your energy right now. And so I am gonna look at 3 months just so I can cover March a little bit, and we'll see what comes up for you. Okay, Kelsey. March, April, and May. Talk about your subscribing to your YouTube channel. Well, I'm busy.
Oh, yes. Please subscribe to my YouTube. You guys, I just want to say, ever since we started doing these lives, I went from, I don't know, I had like 350 subscribers. And I have 403 now. So that's really awesome. I've gotten like 53 since we started doing this. And I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate it. And please do share the show. Please thumbs up the video on YouTube. That's super important because that's how it gets out to more people. So I really, I'm very grateful for all the help and support that you guys have been giving us. So thank you so much.
Okay, I'm almost ready.
All right, and I'm going to, let's see. Sandy Drapeau or Drapeau. I'm not sure how to say your last name. If you're here, yes, we do answer random questions. If it's a yes or no question, or please format it in the form of a yes or no question, and I will use the pendulum and answer your question.
And no proper names, nobody's name, but your own if you want in your post. Okay, so Kelsey, good cards here. I do get you as the Queen of Cups, and I feel wonderful about that. I feel like kind, devoted, loving, nurturing, like you'd be a good mom, that great energy, creative, and also very nurturing. And I get that you're a little psychic, by the way, too. So I love this card of love. Crossing you in temporary energy is this great energy of, hey, I'm going to go after everything. I'm going to get my desires. And maybe you think about it and you daydream about it, but you're bringing that in. You're manifesting to get all your goals and do all these wonderful things in your life. In the future, I want you to, I get that you're going to have a big decision to make. Please take time when it comes in to make that decision. Don't rush into anything, okay? I already feel like you have that in front of you, by the way, because the past position shows me the big decisions in life. So take your time when you are going to make that decision. I do get for March a little not trusting what's ahead, along with you getting a little bit of money. So we have some time left in this month where I think you're going to get a little chunk of money, which is really good. This is money that's supposed to come to you, by the way. Sometimes it's refunds or it can be promotions, all kinds of stuff. But money that you should get is going to come in. When I get to April, whatever you do for a living to make money, type of thing, that's all that I see. Nothing special going on here. I don't know what the Jedi thing is about. Like nothing's going on or nothing to see here. I probably botched that up. But anyway, I do feel like that's all that's happening in the first half, mid to end of April. I do see that you are talented and you do something really good. And I see you doing it here and it makes you happy and it gives you joy. And you might be celebrated for something that you do really well mid to end of April. In May, I do have good news and money for you in the first 2 weeks, but I have a big card for you mid to end of May. And it's the Hangman card, which is my card of destiny. And it means that this is when we are going to learn things and go through things that are in our soul contract. So I actually asked them what it was going to be about. They are showing me legal paperwork. They are showing me, well, there's nothing you can do about this little legal thing. I'm not worried about it because good news is coming. I get it right there with it. So I really do feel like it might have something to do with some, I'm going to say paperwork, but you can't do anything about it, but take care of it. And then it's going to favor on your side. And that's what I have for you for mid to end of May. And that's it. That's what I have.
That was great. All right, where did it go? I'm trying to find.
Can I help?
Tori. It was Tori. She said, new here. Here we go. New here. Can I have a reading? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Good luck on the home, Kelsey, on doing your paperwork for that. That's great. And the baby.
Right, that's a 6. Okay. So I've rolled the dice for you. And I've also pulled some cards here. Oh, and I was going to pull some inner guidance messages. But Tori, the dice, they have a celestial die, a zodiacal die, and a house die. It doesn't necessarily mean it's talking about a specific person's sign or the planet associated with that specific person. So it's not necessarily talking about people in your life that way. So if I say like Virgo, don't think I'm like, oh, he's a Virgo. It's just about energy, and I'll give you my intuitive message at the end. So I'm going to read you what the dice mean first. So you've got Jupiter here. Jupiter is pertaining to luck, good fortune, what propels you forward, monetary values, and prosperous events. You've got actually, is it Virgo? Yeah, it was Virgo. You've got Virgo here, which means taking on too much, isolation, overly rational, anxious, focusing on too many details, overly organized, or feeling overwhelmed. And let's see, you've got the 6th house, which is representing your health, your day-to-day activities, hygienic routines, pet care, and coworkers. Based on that and the reading of the cards, what I'm getting here is you have something good coming toward you. You have I see a loving relationship coming toward you. I don't know exactly when, but it looks like you've been, okay, you're being asked to travel. I'll get to that. It looks like you've been doing a lot of internal work. So there was something that happened, and you've been working to get through it, working to get over it, working to pick yourself back up and pick up the pieces and kind of get on with your life. And you've been making tremendous progress, and that's really good. You should pat yourself on the back for the distance you have come. And hold on one second. I'm gonna pull one more. Okay, that's so interesting. I was just okay. We're gonna get to that. I was thinking in my mind, I was like, maybe you meet this person through a job. However, you're gonna meet somebody. It's going to feel like you've known them. If you've already met this person, then it's the person that you feel like you've known for so long, for maybe in a past life, or you somehow have this you're drawn toward them in some way. But this person is going to, I mean, I see, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I see marriage here. I see devotion. I see emotionally stable relationship. It's kind of like you get what you want. You get your desire. And this is somebody you have a soul contract with, a soul bond with. Again, I don't know exactly when this comes in, but your inner guidance messages here are travel, perfect, judgment separates, and work. So maybe during a trip, maybe during a work trip, maybe you meet this person at work or through some sort of work you are doing on the side. You're going to feel like it's a perfect fit. You're going to feel it's going to fall into place. They're going to treat you like a queen. It's going to be everything. What you need to do though is follow your heart, but so quell the thoughts of your mind that have any doubt and follow your heart. So lead with logic, but bring your emotional body with you. Bring your empathy with you. Be open to love. because the Nine of Cups is here, and underneath is the Eight of Pentacles. So like that's, I mean, that's getting your desire, and that's a commitment, and you know, it's going to take some work though. Obviously relationships are hard, but just remember, judgment separates. So a lot of times we I mean, we pass judgment as humans all the time. Like we're always, I mean, pretty much any opinion we have is a judgment of something. So, you know, depending on what connotation of the word or how the word's being used and what connotation it holds in the sentence would determine whether that judgment is like judgmental or if it's just like an opinion, you know. But what I'm saying is we're human. We have our own opinions. We're pretty judgmental, whether we want to say believe it or not. Um, and just understand that the more you're able to question those thoughts in your mind. So when you have a relationship, there might be things that the person does that you don't like very much. But honestly, keep this in mind. At the end of the day, we all prove to be extremely difficult people to get along with, to you know, we have our emotions, we have these complex emotions, we have our likes, our dislikes, our interests, our, you know, our moods fluctuate. You know, not everything a person does needs to be read into so much. We don't need to sit there and analyze their behavior and, you know, pick it apart and be hyper vigilant about everything they're doing and wondering if it's a slight toward us, or, you know. And sometimes I even have this issue. And so it's like it's easy to sit there and say, did that person, the way they look, the way they just like move their face, did that happen? Like, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you doing that? And really, it's like it meant nothing actually. And there, it's like, don't. Not everything needs to have some deeper meaning behind it, and that's really important to remember in a relationship. So when you do find this person, and when you do get into the groove of things, and you guys get it going, just keep that in mind, that the, you know, be more understanding of the person as another human being. Like they're a person too. They, you know, you're not going to like them all the time. You're going to face hardships with them. They're probably, you know, I'm sure there's many times where you're a difficult person to deal with. You know, give them that same grace. How you want to be treated in those moments, give that to them as well. But you know, I see it being ultimately successful for you, and I just want to say in advance, congratulations. And that's all I have for you this evening.
Thank you, Maddie. Okay, Erica. Erica, I think you had another question about moving, but I didn't understand if you were asking, are you going to move to a house or is it going to be like a condo or apartment? I wasn't sure if that's what it was. So I picked this one. I'm going to look at the rest of March, April, and May. You know, you are all about money coming in right now, and you want it to come in all the time, and you want it to grow. And that's fine. That's manifesting. You also have the talent card, which I expected to see. That's the energy crossing over you. So you do something well, and it really makes you feel good. And I think that's something's going to be coming in for you because I can see it at the end. Now, it does show me past May that you're going to go into a thing where you're going to feel very stuck. And you know how to manifest away from that, to just, you know, go forward, ask the angels to help you get some fluorite out, because I feel like they're going to feel very stuck then. You may not have quite trusted what's ahead. But let me tell you what I have right now. I get a man that comes in March. He may have already came in. I get a money-minded male. And I want to tell you what comes with him is this little phrase, and where I'm going to say, wow, that was magic. What's that man doing in front of the curtain? So anyway, I do get that this money minded male also comes in with this justice card, which is my card for yes, you made the right decision. So something's going on in there. When we get to April, I feel like that you're ready to move on from something, like you have something built up and you're ready to go to in another direction. You're going to understand that your future goes away from what you were previously doing. I do get best time for you to manifest is going to be mid to end of April. In May is a big thing. It's a good thing. Money making idea comes in. You have the magician card. So this means that you get you feel it in your gut, something comes in, this is good. Or maybe you think about it and you go, I really do feel like I need to be involved in this. So here we have the creation. We're going to create something. We're going to get involved with something that's going to make money. Mid to end of May, you may have an offer. Crisscross applesauce, I don't know if you want to take it. Make sure that it feels good and it really seems right before you accept it. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie. Sorry, I'm focusing.
It's okay. I'm going to go out and come back again because this is distracting that I'm not syncing up. Try it again.
Okay. Sandy Drapeau. I really hope I'm saying that right. I don't think I am. Let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and answer this question. I don't really know what you mean by okay. Have you not heard from him? Is he like missing or something? Or do you just think he's like depressed and he's not saying anything? Can you give me more context here? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to answer the question, but is he missing? I hope he's not missing. But let's see. So the pendulum I have to connect with. All right, Sandy. Here's the thing with the pendulum. I just want to give. I'm just going to give it to you straight. It's saying no, but here's the thing with the pendulum. It could be. There's so much room for possibilities here. So it's like, what does okay mean? Maybe he just has the flu. Is he okay? No, he's sick. It's like it could be. I don't want to say it means for sure that something's happened to him, but it's saying no, he's not okay. That could mean that he's emotionally not okay. That could mean that he's not in good health. That could mean that he, has the flu. It could mean a possibility of things. But I definitely would try and get in contact with him. It says that he. I mean, the answer was no, but take it for what it is. There's a lot of room for assumption there. So try not to make a negative assumption. I always say if you don't have proof, it's best to not assume because it's no good to assume things. It just, the saying about assuming. And then Debbie, while you're picking someone next, I'm going to do one more pendulum here. It says,
okay.
Tylene Powell is the guy you're dating good for you? Let's see. And I'm going to say, is he the question I'm going to ask is he someone you are going to be able to build a healthy relationship with? Is he compatible? Are you two compatible? Give me a moment. All right. So it was really hesitant and it kind of went side to side at first, but then it went front and back. So front and back is yes, and side to side is no. But it slightly went this little bit, but then it started swinging in a yes formation. So what I'm gonna say, I mean, here's the intuitive message I'm getting. There's some work that needs to be done. Yes, they're good for you. However, they've still got some things that are going to cause some. How do I say? It's going to be challenges, but I mean, any relationship faces challenges. We, as much as we'd like to think that, you know, we're adults, we're mature, we've grown up, we're, you know, all this stuff. It's like, actually what happens in a relationship is that all the unhealed things from our childhood and our early life, they, all the things that never were addressed, all the things that, you know, our insecurities, all of our deepest fears, like those things eventually root their ugly head, and it happens within like the first, you know, 6 months to a year. These start coming up inside, and so like we have to face all of our fears and traumas and insecurities. And a lot of times what happens with people who aren't aware that this is just the run of the mill way that the relationships go, um, they point the finger at the other person, and they get in fights, and they say it's you causing all these issues, it's you. But you know, and it takes them going from one person to the next person to the next person to the next person, and realizing that they're facing the same problems every single time, and then they finally go, oh wait, maybe it's me, I'm the common denominator, maybe these are my issues. Because you can't run from your problems, they will follow you. So you know, you're going to hit that same wall every time in every relationship. This doesn't go for relationships that are abusive. You know, obviously there's people who can treat you poorly and be, you know, you could be incompatible with, and that's not what I'm talking about. That's a different story. But um a lot of times we get in those relationships, we face these challenges, and we go, you're no good for me, and we leave. That's, you're running away from your own healing. You know, when you face conflict in a relationship, it's an opportunity to heal. It's an opportunity to learn something. It's an opportunity to take that thing from the past and fully heal it, and get rid of it. And so you can do that and make a beautiful story and bond with somebody, and have this beautiful enriched life because of it. You just have to reframe what conflict is in your mind, and you know, as long as you have a partner that also is you know, on the same page as you are about that, then I mean, it should work. It's not going to be easy though. It is going to be a challenge. But I mean, I love this quote: sometimes the healing is in the staying. And like I just said, you know, people run and they go, you know, they end up down the line thinking, dang, I left some, you know, there's a few, there might be a couple or one at least person that they might think of and go, there's really no reason to leave that. Like that was my issue. And I blamed them. And, you know, so to keep that in mind, it's not going to be easy sailing, but is he good for you? Yeah, I do see compatibility, and I see the potential to make it work. You guys just need to be conscious about it and work as a team. Anytime you find yourself on the opposite side of the line, y'all messed up in the communication somewhere leading up to that. So you got to go back and get on the same team again. And you know, it's you guys, you two versus the problem, not the problem. I'm sorry, not you versus them. You know, you versus your partner. Just keep that in mind. That's all I have for you this evening.
Thank you, Matty. Okay. And you guys, remember to, oops, I'm just looking at somebody's thing. Okay, just remember to go ahead and we have tip links at the top, and subscribe to Matty Tarot on YouTube. And we're going to put up a QR code in just a bit that will be something that you can read with your phone, and it'll take you right over to book a really great reading with Matty.
Yes.
I'm going to do Indira. Hi, Indira. Okay. What I have for you, the first card down for you, Indira, is one of suffering a loss or sadness. So I don't know if anything recently has happened, or there's something from the past that you might feel a little bit of grief about. But I do get this coming down for you. Crossing you in temporary energy is a very easygoing card. The energy is where it just flows. Whatever's good for everybody is good for you. Okay, and that's what I do get, that energy over you. I feel like in the future you might not really know or trust what's going to happen. Always set your goals, because I believe that something's going to have you sit down and set your goals and figure out what is a priority and what you want out of life. And that way you can work towards it and you always know where you're going. You always know what's coming in. And I do get kind of an entrepreneurial type of energy in the past. I don't know if you did something that you created a business or you did something like that in the past, but I feel like I love it. I feel like it's very successful. So that's in the past position. It's showing me right now, waiting on some results or seeing what's going to happen in the world. We're kind of waiting on something. But it does show me that you will sit down and something will occur where you go, it's time for me to kind of see what I want in life and what's a new priority and what do I want to come in for me. This is always a good thing to set new goals. And I see you doing that. It shows me that something surprising comes, and I asked what that was. It does show me that there may be a big decision to make about some savings or some money. So it has to do with finances and a big decision with that. I also get this mother energy. This could be you or someone else. I feel very nurturing, very creative. I feel good intuition. And I do feel like this is a very loving, caring mother type of energy. Also, I get for you thinking about your future. This is a big thing. You thinking and trying to plan what's coming for you. I get a time that's going to be special where you sit down and you mark the past. Maybe we go through photographs. Maybe we are celebrating and remembering something, but I get sweet memories there for you. I see a trip for you also. So I do see you're going to be on that path of healing and healing going in the right direction. I also see a trip for you. And that's what I have for you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. So I've got Rob here. And
hey, Rob.
For the love. And I pulled some cards for you. So give me just a moment more. Okay. And these have, hold on one second. I will be right back. I gotta grab something so I can tell him what this means.
Okay. I'm going to say hi to Brett. Hi, Brett. Let's see. I'm looking at what everybody is asking. And so, hello, wave to me. Hello, Sandy, Tylene, and Rob. Shauna, hi. And hi, Melanie. I'm also going to pick somebody next, and I'll write who that is in the post.
All right. Let's see. Because I got these Moonology cards. I pulled 2 of them for you. So I got to get the little booklet because they're oracle cards and see exactly what it means. So I'm just accessing that. Hold on one second more.
Oh, Indira, I just saw your post. I understand what you're going through. Take care.
Well, where the heck? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. All righty. Okay, so Rob, you have nothing to worry about. You're worrying about something. You're like all in your mind. And what I think it is, so you got the 6 of Wands here, or 6 of Rods, it says. And then the 8 of Swords. You've also got the Devil and the 2 of Swords. So what this is saying is you often reach this point of time, or you reach this point where you butt heads with somebody, or something comes to a standstill, a halt, because, and here's the reason, and I'm so sorry to say, you are seeking external validation for the wrong reasons. You're looking for things that you should be providing to yourself. You're looking for it from an outside source. You're seeking the external validation to prove your worth, to prove your value to yourself. And what that does, actually, it does the opposite. When we are seeking from an outside source to prove to ourselves that we are valuable, we actually subconsciously, unknowingly, affirm our own limiting beliefs about ourselves. We end up behaving and acting and doing things in such a way, it's so subtle, in such a way that gets us to our subconscious reflects back that we actually are coming to terms with people that where they don't treat us that way, or they treat us poorly. We stay in places where we're not affirmed, where we're not validated, and then we pine for it more and more and more. And so what, seeking it from an outside source actually just gets you to people that you shouldn't be around, really. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, is essentially what I'm trying to say. This is because of you keep yourself stuck in your mind about it. It's a mental loop. You ruminate over something. You worry a lot. I see a lot of worry here. You have a relationship in your life right now, or something in your life where it's happy. You're happy. There might be some things that have recently happened, actually. But still, it's not like the end of it or the end of everything. It's like, but you're really, really, really in your head about it. And again, because you're not validating yourself, because you're not being your authentic, essentially think of it like this. How do I say? You gotta understand, when you're so worried about what other people think about you, and you're also wanting to impress them or please them, or give them, or have them validate those things about your worth, you do things that are not authentically from your heart. You might tell yourself that it is, but it's really not. It's you'll do things that necessarily you don't really, you might be more agreeable, you might be more complacent, you might be more compliant, you might be, I'm just saying synonyms, but I'm what I'm trying to say is, you might act in that's not authentically you, because you're so worried about trying to meet you meet this other person and give them everything they want, and be, you're anticipating their needs without actually having the communication and the conversation about it. And then that always just ends up failing. And it really creates this idea of the other person, maybe not consciously, but on a subconscious level, they see, this person isn't actually being themselves, isn't really there. It kind of leaves an absence, the other person feeling an absence, because where's your personality? Where's you? Where's your authentic self? Where, confidence and a person, showing up and having their own agency is one of the most attractive qualities that people find in another person. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying anything bad's going to happen here. What I am saying, though, is you got some work to do. It is on your life path. You are on the right path. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So that's all good. But you're going to be going through what's called the dark night of the soul here soon. And I'm just going to say this because this is typically how it goes. However, this is not I'm not getting a confirmation that this is what's going to happen. But most of the time, we are triggered into the dark night of the soul after a very painful experience of losing, the person we loved, or we wanted to be with, or whatever. There's some sort of major heartbreak that usually happens, and that's what usually sends people into the dark night of the soul. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen for you, but I am saying you might be already feeling it, and going into, you might be already well on your way into it, but the dark night of the soul is when we truly pick our act up. Essentially, we take extreme accountability for where we are in life, how far we've come, and no matter what's happened, we own it. We understand that it may not have been me who got myself here solely, but it is my responsibility to heal from what has happened. It is my responsibility because it's my life. No one's going to come in and save you. No one's going to come in and ever validate you the way you need to validate yourself. No one's ever going to come and pick you up and save you. It has to be you. And I know that might sound harsh, but it's at the end of the day, you're the only one that can do it for you. And when you start doing it for you, you'll see other people come and show up and be there for you and validate. You'll get all the validation you want once you start validating yourself. It seems like that's messed up that it has to work that way. Yeah, right. I understand, but that's how it works. You remember, our world is a reflection of our subconscious, of our inner world. So here's the lightning that we see, and then the thunder that we hear, it's later. That's the reality around us. So the lightning storm is here and the thunder is out here, and it's the same thing. It's just reflecting. Life is a looking glass. So it's really important to clean that up in there. And you're going to be going through the dark night of the soul. You're going to be working on your insecurities. You probably already are doing this. But here's your 2 oracle cards, and I'm going to end it there. It says, nothing is yet set in stone. That's the mutable moon, it says. And what do you need to release? That is the waning moon. So let's see what these mean. Let's see. Nothing. Waning moon and mutable moon. Hold on, I gotta find where they are. Okay, waning moon 100 and mutable moon 108. Okay. Okay, so here's what do you need to release? The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter what the moon cycle is, when you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked for better or for worse. It is time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. So what do you need to release? I think you need to release the need for an external source of validation. Stop trying so hard to please others and start showing up for yourself. You're abandoning yourself when you're doing that, when you're trying to please others so much. And then nothing yet is set in stone. Let's see what this one means. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing, and there's room for maneuver. I've never heard that word before. Maneuver. I don't even know. If you know what that word means, tell me. Manoeuvre. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means that you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone quite yet. So, Rob, you are the creator of your future, of your life. You, through your choices, through your behavioral choices, and through the way you frame things in your mind and how you relate to them. So keep that in mind. You can turn the situation around, but you got to get out of your head and you got to start showing for yourself. That's all I have for you this evening.
Wow. I wrote it down. Dark Night of the Soul. I wrote it down. That is so cool. Well, I've never heard of it, but I want to use it. I love that. That was a good one.
No, it's the moment of life where we kind of get hit with a ton of bricks and we go, holy crap. And we typically isolate, and we kind of go inward, and we really do a deep healing, and it's like that pivotal transformative moment, you know.
Wow.
I
Well, I love
remember
that.
when I went through mine.
Oh. Okay. I do want to show your QR code, but let me quickly go and do Shauna. Shauna, hi. Okay. And I saw all your little requests there. You missed us. That was really nice. Nice to know. The card that comes down for you is really a stuck card. I don't know if you feel like you can't do something or you don't have control. You always do. Remember that when we feel like we don't have control, all we need to do is go do two other things. One is we talk to our spirit guides and that spirituality thing that we can do. We can pray, we can do whatever. Also, the law of attraction. So manifest for what you want to come in, because I feel like you feel very stuck right now. The energy crossing over you can be an uncommitted male, or it can just be you're rushing a bit. So if you feel like you're rushing into doing things, then slow down. You have coming up in the future the judgment card. So something will, maybe shake you up a little bit and you go, heck, you know what? I'm going to change my life. I really do feel like that's something that you can do. And so I do feel like that you're going to sit down in the future and figure it out. In the past, I feel like you're holding on to money, saving money, holding on to it, or maybe you don't have enough to spend, but I get you holding on to it. When I look at your reading, the first card I got was somewhat one of fear. And so I asked the other side, what could this be? And I get relationships, I get a big change, and I get of getting what you should get. Don't fear any of this stuff that you're not going to get it or whatever. Make sure that you are manifesting it in. Everything great for your life, everything great for your friendships and relationships and family, and don't fear change. Okay. And just let the universe manifest everything right into you. I do get that you are going to get something that you wish for. So don't fear that you're not going to get it. I see you getting your wish that you really want. We do get a very strong female in here. Now, I don't know if this is you or someone else, but I get conflict in some arguments. Very strong, opinionated female. If it's you, then I feel like something's coming where it's going to be conflict and arguing and things like that. And you can just ask your guides to help you through that, to take it away, let everything be settled. But right now, I see some conflict coming. I do have a man here and the promise of money to come in. So I have a money minded male, and I have the card saying, don't worry, the money's going to be coming in. You don't have to worry. And the potential for it to really multiply and grow is going to happen. And that's what I have for you.
That was beautiful, Debbie.
Okay, I'm going to get your QR code.
Oh, please. Thank you.
I had it ready, but when I popped out, it went away. There we go.
That's okay.
Go
All
ahead
right,
and
guys, you can
explain.
scan this QR code, or you can, screenshot it. You would take your camera out and take a little picture. It will take you to a website, my booking site. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I also do other services such as negative energy cleansing for black magic. I do chakra readings. I do astrological guides for the year based on your zodiac. So I mean, I do past, present, future, all these sorts of things. So you can go ahead and check out my site there. I would greatly appreciate it. And, print this code out on a banner and take, slap it on the side of your car, make a graphic tee out of it, tell your friends and family, spread the word, tell them about Matty Tarot. Okay.
That was great.
And if you would like to see real live, in the moment reviews, take a look at take a look at this right there.
I was just putting that up. We both hit it at the same time. Isn't that great?
I think
We
it's
love validation.
oh yes. Thank you so much, by the way, Rob. I really appreciate it, and yeah, that made me feel great. So thank you so much. I really, it feels really good to know that when you get it right for somebody, because obviously that's why I read tarot. I want to help people. So when I'm able to, when somebody tells me that, like, wow, you know, you've really provided me with clarity, or you were so, that's what I needed to hear. You know, that's like the best message to receive as a tarot reader. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
That was great. Look at what Shauna has to say about you. She's drawn to you.
Well, thank
And
you.
you have that. You have that great personality, and it's
Oh,
just really good.
stop.
Oh, look at this.
Now I'm blushing. Stop it, guys.
Isn't that great? It's wonderful. Okay. Who
Okay, wait.
was I supposed to do somebody next?
I think I was, but I haven't really picked somebody. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through and just kind of let's go. Jasmina Iva, have we done her yet?
No.
Okay. Jasmina. Let's see. Give me just a moment.
I'm getting so much love. I love that. Let me just say something really quickly. Shauna, um, if you message me or write me an email at psychicfixes@gmail, let me kind of look into what you just posted. Okay. I want to help.
Oh, we'll get that in a moment. Okay, so um, hmm. Okay, Jasmina, it's an odd energy. You have like this. You're fearful of something, but like you still have hope. Your hope hasn't been crushed yet. Let's say that. You know, but you do have a lot of worry about something. You're getting really overwhelmed in a situation, or maybe it's just in with like I'm getting love energy here. So maybe it's like with the idea of like love in general, with the idea of finding a partner in general, it just overwhelms you because you're like you have so much doubt, and you're like, will it ever happen, or when will it happen, or how will I know if it's right? How will I know if is there somebody out there that's going to be there for me? Is love even like real anymore? In today's age, like, does someone exist like that wants to have that? You're having some sort of thoughts like these, and there's a resentment in you that, due to not receiving an apology, maybe not even necessarily that, due to situations that have happened that you felt weren't right, and you don't feel like you received justice, you don't feel like they were set right, you have a resentment in you. And I mean, like, honestly, who doesn't? Because we we've all been through something like, at some point or another we're going to face something like that. And so I was just talking to my husband about this the other day. That's kind of the human experience. And so here's what I like to say. Pain is relative. And what I mean by this is, we could sit there and logically understand that, the person over here, that the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their entire life is they burnt their cookies and failed a test. You know, Obviously the person over here that's been physically abused from childhood up into, and they have like all these mental um disabilities because of it or something, like that person obviously has it worse. That person's pain is obviously greater than the person who burnt their cookies and failed their test. Like nobody would sit there and say that they're comparable. However, here's where I have to make my argument and say pain is relative, because every single person only knows the worst thing that's happened to them, and that has been they're at their threshold. So the person who the worst thing that's ever happened to them is they burnt their cookies and they failed their test. That's the most devastating experience of their life, in their experience that they know of, that they've ever felt. So they are at their peak threshold of pain. Same goes for the next person and the next person and the next person and the next person. No matter what has happened, everybody's at their peak. So that puts the line right here. Everybody. We all don't know something worse until something worse happens. We can only conceptualize it, but you don't actually know it. You don't actually feel, you could imagine. But when we say, and when we sit there and we say, oh, I need to like suck it up and stop complaining because I could have it worse off. I could have, whatever. It's like, don't invalidate yourself. You're invalidating yourself. You're dismissing your own struggle, your own pain, your own, that's invalidating yourself. And that's no way to get through it. That's actually what you're doing, is avoiding, and you're repressing. So you're avoiding, repressing, pushing down your emotions, and not allowing that to come out. So what I'm saying all this to say, pain is relative. Everybody's at their peak. We're not in competition with each other. We should not compare. And we should understand and have a little more compassion for everybody, that is the human experience, and that's something we all have in common, is suffering. And so essentially what I'm saying is, understand that everybody's going through similar, and there are people you can talk to, and there's resentment you're holding on to, and it's destroying your ability to enjoy your life. It's going to. I'm not saying it's not, it hasn't necessarily yet. But it's going to, if you don't let go of it, because resentment is just like drinking. I mean, I'm sure you've heard this. It's like drinking poison yourself and hoping that the other person dies. It does no good. It just destroys you. And so you got to let it go. You got to understand that closure doesn't exist. People sometimes suck, and they leave you with a heavy burden, and then they leave and they walk away like nothing happened. Like, it's terrible. I agree. But what are you going to do? You may not have dug the ditch you're in, but you definitely make a choice at some point or another to continue laying in it, or to get up and crawl out of it and climb out of it. So you got to get up, take responsibility, climb out of it, whether they're there to witness that or not. They're not going to be there to, you know what I mean? And again, this is more general. I'm not really saying that this is currently where you are, but this is kind of like a summation of how you're feeling and where you're going. You got to work on resentment. You got to let go of some of the things that happened in your past. You got to understand that apology may never come. You may never get that justice that you deserved, that you so well deserved then. But what it is that you get what you give, what you get, you give. So I'm sorry, what you give, you get. So people get their justice in other areas of life, not necessarily with the same people around, not necessarily from that person that did them wrong, but justice is served to them as they move forward in life, as long as you are uplifting yourself and transcending the physical reality of suffering. Because, I mean, that's what we're here to do, right? Pain and suffering is a catalyst for growth and ascension until it's no longer useful. And that's what the karmic loop is. And until we break all these cycles, we'll keep manifesting here, and we'll keep going around on this very confusing and very interesting and very beautiful thing that we call life. So you got to let your walls down. You're too defensive about something. Let your walls down, allow yourself to be vulnerable, and work on letting go of resentment. That's all I have for you this evening.
That was great. I'm answering questions. Okay. What a great show. Wow. And all the feedback. It's wonderful. Thank you, guys. We are over our hour, and I'm heading out of town. So I need to get going.
All right. So yeah, if we didn't get to you today, please return. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let us know in the chat. You know, we didn't get to you. We'll try to get to you then, but they are random,
Mhm.
guys. Keep that in mind. So we really appreciate you joining us. And please come back Wednesday for Wisdom Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday. And if you share the show on Wednesday, I'll put you in for a drawing for an Amazon gift card.
Woo!
All right. We want to do it right.
I love it.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for continuing to come back and to share the show and to really interact with us and give us validation. And it's a pleasure to help you guys out. Go ahead, Maddie.
I appreciate it. Make sure you go to the YouTube and hit the thumbs up button. It's very important. I'm watching. I'll find you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please do. Please
Yeah.
do. Go hit the thumbs up on YouTube. It's very important for our growth. But that's all I have to say.
And Renee, have a sage trip. I haven't done that for years, and I should go get more sage.
Oh, Haley, I see your message. Okay, sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. I've been wondering and looking forward to hearing from you. But no worries.
Oh,
Good time.
oh, got it. Okay, you guys, have a good evening. Bye bye, everybody.